Peace, 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 and blessings, my loves. Grand rising, grand day, golden rising, rich rising, infinite rising, grand evening, wherever you are in this lovely universe. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, House of Black Obsidian. I am your lovely hostess, the High Priestess Oracle, the Oracle High Priestess Oyage. And I'm doing a collective reading today. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. There's a lot going on, okay? New moon in Libra tomorrow and the solar eclipse, so shit is on high. Keep your eyes open. Be not only self-aware, but aware of your surroundings, okay? There's about to be a flick of a switch, like some of you are being activated, okay? Your DNA is going through an activation process. But some of you, like, I'm going to speak for myself, okay, as well as my experiences to kind of explain this. Over the past month, 2 months, my actual energy levels have been up and down. Some days I just have all of the energy in the world and I can get through some shit, and then some days I'm completely drained, like mentally, emotionally, and physically, like, and I don't know why. Some of us, and I know for me, my daughter, she's been saying, like, you've been sleeping a lot. Like, is everything okay? I'm like, I'm good. But your body is being recharged, okay? It's being prepared, okay, for this new cycle, this new paradigm, okay, this new upgrade. Some of you guys, while you are resting, your DNA is being upgraded, okay? Most of us don't realize, and by now, with all the information out here, you should know that while you rest, your DNA is being healed, okay? Your cells are being reborn. Some, okay? If you are in good health and you're taking care of yourself, okay? Now, by far, I am not a doctor. I am not a pharmacist, none of that. Although I did go to school. I have a biology degree. Got accepted into medical school and pharmacy school and was like, fuck no. It conflicted with my spirit, okay? So I took another route, and realized that as a Black woman, I knew too much. So I had to excuse myself about of that program. It was a nutrition program. But anyhow, and at the time I was the only Black person in the entire program, and let alone a Black woman sitting in the front row. I was not liked, okay, at all. But again, if you're taking care of your body, naturally you are healers. You're able to heal your own body from the inside out, okay, with the proper nutrition. You are what you eat. Some of you have been guided to change your eating habits, to break old habits of things that you know no longer resonate with you or align with your body and your spirit. That's on a health level. Same thing with people. You are purging people, places, and things out of your life that no longer resonate or align with you. And let me tell you what, it goes both ways. It's the balance, okay? The cycle. We are in Libra season, the new moon, okay? It's balancing. Everything is about peace and harmony, okay? Um, Libra is opposite of Aries, okay, which is Mars and a lot of adversity and conflict. And it says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, okay? This adversity and everything that's going on is for our higher growth. Whatever the energy is right now, like there's a lot going on right now. I don't even know where to start. Like, if I was to sit here and talk about all of the downloads and all the information and things that I've been getting, I would be on here for 3 hours. Like, for real, for real. And I have yet to carve out that time and space to be able to do that. Okay. Um, I give this information. Okay. I have not monetized this business. Okay. Um, I do this out for free, unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, because I'm being guided and spirit is telling me to get these messages and bring my spiritual gifts to the world. Okay. And this is what you guys are being guided to do. So it's time for you to tap in. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of adversity, there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of fucking shit going on right now. There's a lot of transformative events. Um, but you have to trust in yourself and trust that source, your angels and your ancestors got you. Okay. Most of us are having remembrances of Atlantis, okay? And this says spiritual ascension, progress, and technology. Some of us are having Shambhala activations. We are retreating to recharge. Please trust in the process. Dharma is coming, okay? Now, I'm gonna just say this. When I went to go divine and do what I do to pick the decks for the readings, okay? The Soul's Journey deck came out, okay? And I just used the books, okay, when I'm doing the choices. But when I went to go get the cards, I only had one of the Soul Journey cards and the whole deck of the gateway of light activation codes. So I'm like, okay, so let me grab that deck. And when I grabbed that deck, all the shuffling, but the first card that I saw was this. And I just kept saying Shambhala initiation, Shambhala initiation. And um, this brings me back to when I first started my spiritual practices. I have some quantum codes. Um, I call them my binary codes because really they're numbers, but um, there's a specific process to tap into Shambhala, okay? Um, Let me just say this. If you don't know how to fucking close a portal, then don't open it, okay? Simple as that. But anyhow, this gateway of light activation oracle deck, um, yeah, it initially wasn't the one that I picked, or that during the time of divining, but it was just interesting how I only had one of these cards from the Soul Journey deck in this whole entire deck. So yes, there we go. All right, so During this time of adversity, you need to accept the challenges and understand that this is the way for you to learn, and this is pushing you to tap into you. So you could have your spiritual acceleration and progress in technology. And this doesn't necessarily mean outward technology. This also means your inward technology. And the reason why I say that is because we are human computers. I just said that some of you guys' DNA is being activated, okay? Some of you guys are sleeping a lot because you're being recharged, your DNA is being activated, and you need to trust in this process. Accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Your inner self, your inner voice is your higher self. It's the God within you. So you need to trust that process, okay? Um, all right, on to the tarot. Okay, I'm gonna read all of those, but the Nine of Swords. And this is the intuitive night goddess deck, okay? You have the Nine of Swords over to the Nine of Wands. There's a lot of conflict, a lot of adversity, a lot of, I heard, what the fuck is going on? Um, it's hard to kind of grasp everything that's going on. And I just realized it's Friday the 13th. And then I got this background. That's so funny. Anyhow, Friday the 13th, and we have the new moon in Libra with the solar eclipse. That is not by chance at all. Okay. Sorry, that was business. I have to put something on my schedule. Okay. Um, like I said earlier, if I was to go into everything that's going on right now, I would be on here for 3 hours with you guys. Okay. Like, the energy right now is so crazy. Okay. Um, a lot of this adversity and challenge that you're seeing on the outward, on the TV, with the government, these wars, like, causing a lot of anxiety and fear. Okay. But trust, okay, and just chill. I heard calm down. Do not allow this adversity and all of this BS that's going on in the outside world disturb your inner peace. The world within is the world without, the world without is the world within. You have the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands by each other, so 9-9. I heard it's a motherfucking wrap. Things are coming to completion. 9-9 is a spiritual growth, spiritual awakening, just like I said, spiritual acceleration, progress, technology, and this is the card of Memories of Atlantis. Some of you, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles represents wealth, fertility. Okay, this is a woman who is wealthy, who is also nurturing. So you're going to use, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. Okay, this is masculine, feminine, but nonetheless, regardless. Okay, the world needs love right now. Okay. And you're going to use your, some of us are, the time is being called for us to use our nurturing, our divine feminine aspect of ourselves to lead us into the freedom of self and freedom of all of this chaos and bullshit that's going on. Okay. And not just love. I mean, yes, the wealth of love, because love you can't buy, it's priceless. Unconditional love counteracts all. But yes, it's going to take some coin to change some things, okay? So some of you are going to use your wealth for good in order to help people gain that freedom that they need. I heard philanthropy. It is not by chance that, of course, that it was the intuitive goddess deck where this whole entire deck is feminine energy. That's what's needed right now, because all of this war and conflict, that shit is so ego. That's masculine. And again, balance. There's nothing wrong with war if you're fighting for the right things. But all of this bullshit that's going on in this motherfucking firmament, it's all a fucking scam. Like, what? Okay. And I wasn't even going to go over there, but here we go. When do we realize that the government is a corporation? It is a business. It has a whole fiscal year, okay? October is its fiscal year. This is why they be trying to figure out the budget and the government's going to shut down. How the fuck the government shut down? Again, United States of America Corporation. Okay. It's ran just like a business. You have your C suite. You have your CEO, CFO, COO, your executive team, your C suite team. You have your managers. You also have your board of directors who are the people who are behind the scenes who make all the decisions and actually control the corporation. We got millions of people on the streets, kids starving, homeless, people being sex trafficked. We got money for sex trafficking and wars, though, right? But we can't even feed our own people. Like, this is some fucking crazy shit. It's all a fucking scam. And then they want us to go to work every day to stay blinded to the bullshit. No, people, it is time to fucking wake up. Those of you who have the resources, the means, and this doesn't necessarily, again, have to be monetary. This could be spiritual guidance. This could, I mean, exactly. This is what I'm doing. Like I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm just putting the messages out there because I was guided and I was told to do it. And I love doing this. If I could spend my whole entire day divining and giving you guys these messages, that's what I would do. But I too have to balance between the spiritual realm and this fucking reality. This game of life, this simulation, okay? This fucking game of life. Because I'm here, okay? Right now, like I'm here. This avatar is here. So not only do you all need to find the space to be able to divine and get messages from the spiritual realm to bring down into this physical to change as this paradigm is shifting into the new earth. It's time to fucking wake up, people. Like, it's right there in front of you. They hide this shit from us in plain sight. And we so goofy and so needy. We don't even believe in ourselves. We don't even trust in ourselves and that we can make things better or change things for the better. Some of us. Some of us just have a inclination. Something in our DNA is telling us that we are here for more, and you are here for more. Okay. And then you have the Five of Swords. Okay. It's time to stand on your motherfucking square, your 10. She got two swords in her hand right here, and then one down. I just heard the lightsaber. There's a lot of wands in this reading and a lot of swords. Okay. Some of you are battling in both spaces, in the cosmos and on the spiritual, as well as here. Now, I don't mean like the physical, actual war, okay, or battle. You're using your powers and your magic to fight on the fight on the better half of the collective, or bringing the collective information to help them awaken and grow. All right. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. No one ever said life was going to be easy. Obstacles are presented to you so that you will overcome them. Believe that you will, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence comes to those who have succeeded in conquering adversity. And then the next hurdle won't seem as daunting. Adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family. You are not alone in this time of challenge. If you need help, others are waiting to offer assistance. The test may come into your life to teach you to receive rather than to give. Trust. Trust the process, trust yourself, trust source. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. The earth can be a tricky place, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters, your intuition. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk. and then trust your soul. Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you will come to practice that discernment externally. You will be able to know if a person or situation is trustworthy. But it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle, and when you determine that it is always right, that wisdom will spread out and influence everything you do. Decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants the best for you, and you must learn to trust it. Yeah. If you don't, then essentially you're teaching yourself to undermine your higher self, which is to undermine the God within you, which is self sabotage. Yes, it takes time, it takes courage, it takes love, patience, and compassion for yourself to trust your own intuition. Right? And that's just due to past experiences of not trusting yourself. So it's time to trust self. Okay. I know that you're making the right decisions. And even if you make some mistakes, it's all right. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Um, keep persevering through it. Memories of Atlantis. Legend has it that Atlantis was an advanced civilization that existed 1,000 years ago in the center of the Atlantic Ocean. Its people were highly evolved and had many spiritual gifts. They were telepathic, extremely psychic, and known for their ability to combine the laws of science and spirituality to develop technology and create heaven on earth. But somewhere along the way, many of them stopped respecting their gifts and spiritual connection. Their disrespect for earth and ocean caused a great cataclysm that brought their civilization to an end. The Atlanteans who had continued to live with the spiritual integrity had an awareness of what was to come and were able to achieve full ascension and move beyond the physical realm to that of light. They are now a congregation of evolved souls who, like angels and masters, work with those upon earth who are following the ascension path in alignment with devotion and love. If this card comes up for you and has a strong energy or seems familiar, it's a chance that you are a former Atlantean who did not honor your spiritual connection then and are being given an opportunity to avoid making the same mistakes now. To connect, visualize yourself cloaked in a deep blue energy, Atlantic Ocean blue, and say, Atlantean Council of Light, thank you for supporting the evolution of my soul so that I can surmount the karmatic imbalances of my previous incarnations. Message. You are being transported through a gateway to connect with the ancient Atlantis. Know that by drawing this card today, you're receiving blessings from the Atlantean Council of Light, who are dedicated to the evolution of the soul. You are becoming aware of your gifts, and this is an exciting time, but also a time where the energies of your ego can become loud and obnoxious. Know that this gateway is appearing to remind you to stay aligned with the highest good and rooted in the energies of devotion. Then there can be a great coming together of human and spiritual, and you can live in a more evolved way. Shambhala initiation. Shambhala, also known as Shangri-La, is a city of light said to be hidden somewhere in the Himalayas near Tibet. According to the theosophical teachings, this etheric retreat is where we can come into contact with some of the greatest spiritual adepts, enlightened teachers, and divine masters to ever walk the earth. In Buddhism and Hinduism, Shambhala is said to be the home of the god of Shiva and of Buddhas, which are enlightened beings. And in the Bon tradition, every year thousands make pilgrimage to Mount Kailash, 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 Mount Kailash. Anyway, the supposed location of the hidden city is said to bring good fortune. Yeah, I was right. Mount Kailash. All right. Just wanted to make sure I'm pronouncing things right. We can visit the etheric retreat of Shambhala during the dream state, astral travel, and meditation. Say that again. Because I said earlier, if you don't know how to close a portal, then don't open it, okay? We can visit the etheric retreat of Shambhala during the dream state, astral travel, and meditation. If you feel it is calling you or that the energies of this gateway seem familiar, you may have been there before. The Golden Temple of Shambhala sits in the heart of the Himalayas between the physical and non physical and is said to appear to seekers who are ready to expand their awareness. Okay, this reminds me of that show. It's called The Channeling with, what is the dude's name? Very dope actor. Okay. Uh, and it's a show on Apple TV. What is the dude's name? His name is not Lance. Like, okay. Um, Lakeith Stanfield. There we go. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I could literally see his face, but okay, Lakeith. Okay. I don't want to give the goodies to the show, but you just gotta watch it. But they're in New York, okay, and they get to this island, this mysterious island by boat, but only certain people can see this island. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all gotta watch it. It's called the. Is that what it's called? Oh, the Changeling, not the Channeling. That's why I couldn't find it. Called the Changeling. So literally, the word change and then ling, Ling. Okay. Okay, so hearing that resonating a little bit, the changeling, okay, now it makes sense. Okay, anyway, I was saying the channeling, that's not the name, but yes, the changeling. Now I understand the name of the show on a whole nother level. Connecting dots, okay? And that's what some of you are doing right now. A lot of dots are being connected because your DNA and your spiritual gifts are being activated. All right. Okay. So Shambhala is a sacred energetic temple of all enlightened masters, particularly those who are connected to Eastern traditions. They form a great galactic and universal council of elders who support the turning of the wheel of Dharma. Dharma is a Sanskrit word that relates to the unfolding of our life path. Okay, to connect. With your hands in prayer position, imagine yourself surrounded by golden light and say, Great masters and elders of Shambhala, thank you for helping me remember my Dharma so that I can have an enlightened awareness of the world's message. When things quiet down in your life, know that this isn't a failure, but an opportunity to retreat and recharge. In the busiestness in the busyness of the physical world, our spirit is often playing catch up with our body to the point that it gets used to being overactive and overworked. When the great masters of Shambhala come to you, they are encouraging you to take time to be away from the outer world and dive into the inner world. If you have been moving full speed ahead, this gateway encourages you to slow down and retreat. It's exactly what I said. Slow down. Hold the fuck up. Chill out. Sit your ass down somewhere, okay? So you can get these messages so you can recharge. But that's what they want us to do. What the corporation wants us to do is stay slave to the bullshit. Never take no time out to think because we're always caught up in the bullshit in the matrix. Mm-mm-mm. Take time to gather your energy, spend time in meditation and reflection in order to gain a clear awareness of your current situation. You will uncover many insights and gifts during this period. Realize that there is a master awakening within. Another thing, people, like, stop minding other people's motherfucking business. Mind the business that pays you, okay? If you were worried about your own business, you wouldn't have time to complain about what other people are doing or not doing. If you were on your divine path and doing what the fuck you were supposed to be doing, you wouldn't be worried about what everybody else is doing because you would be focused on your divine path. What are you here to do? Do you even know what you're here to do? Are you even sitting your ass down enough to take time to hear from source, to tap into the heart of source, to hear what your messages are, what your divine purpose are? Most of y'all not because y'all minding everybody else's business and worried about what you not getting, what you don't have, and the scarcity and the lack mindset and anxiety and fear. Like, boy, bye. Look, either tap in and awaken and get your whole life, or stop fucking with those who are tapped in and getting their whole life and on their divine path. Either get with the program or don't. Okay. And what I mean by program is your own personal computer program. Tap into yourself, tap into your human computer, tap into your DNA, and figure out what you're here for instead of worrying about what everybody else is doing or not doing to you, for you. Like, some of you motherfuckers are exhausting. I'm just being so honest because you're so unaware and self aware. You're so focused on other people, places, and things and projecting that bullshit onto other people, places, and things. And y'all are so fucking emotional and you're exposing your insecurities. And I don't think most people realize that. When you're projecting onto other people, those who have an overstanding of things as well as an understanding of themselves and can also understand others, they can see that that projection is insecurity. Now, that could be good or bad because if a person really wants to fuck with you and fuck you over, they're going to manipulate that insecurity. Or some of them are going to recognize the projection as your insecurity and empathize with it, okay, and overstand it and pull back, okay, and not match energy with energy. I'm telling you, like, mm, I'm so thankful for spirit, like, and I'm so glad that I've grown, even though, you know, others have their perceptions, perspective, their truths, and their opinions, whatever. But if I match energy with the energy that be sent my way, man, some of y'all will be fucked up. Like, I try to be as loving and as caring and as cool as possible, but like, that is the difference between reacting and responding. Because if I really wanted to act off of emotion and come from another place, like I could fuck some people up. Like if I really wanted to be evil, malicious, I could, but I just choose not to. It's all a choice. I would rather walk away sometimes and allow spirit and my angels and ancestors, legions and demons deal with fucking people than me to react and respond and put myself in a position because y'all ain't even worth my time and my energy. I got better things to do. I got people to heal. I got light to give. You know what I'm saying? I got a purpose, and that purpose does not include matching some of that energy. Okay. So be mindful. People are purposely trying to fuck with some of the chosen ones. Okay. Don't allow them to do it to you. Okay. All right. I love you guys. That completes my collective reading, my loves. Be patient, be kind, be loving, be compassionate. One of these days, I'm going to do a video on the difference between empathetic or being an empath and a sympath, empathetic and sympathetic. Um, but overall, Love yourself. Take care of yourself first, people. Fill your own cup first before trying to fill others. And those of you who have found a space and a way to fill your own cup, lead others, help others find their way, okay? Teach them, give them the tools that you used. Tap into your divine purpose, all right? Love and Light Collective, especially during this time. For those of you who are superstitious, like we used to be back in the days, I'm an 80s baby. Friday the motherfucking 13th. Don't see any black cats. Don't walk up under any ladders. Don't split the pole. um, but yes, Friday the 13th leading into the new moon in Libra and the solar eclipse tomorrow. A lot of transformative energy, a lot of emotions, a lot of transformative events between now and 2025. Be open, be aware, trust the process, trust source, trust your higher self and guidance. All right. Love you all, and Ashe. All right. Thank you for tuning into my channel, House of Black Obsidian. I am your lovely hostess, the High Priestess, Oracle, the Oracle High Priestess. Voyage and Ashe.